favorite part. And we're going to talk about chapter 7 and 8. Let's imagine the other groups already told the story, because what I'm about to say is kind of context, so it's a little weird. So Ethan came home at midday, and see Sina. Sina is sitting on a couch reading a book about illness, and this pretty much doesn't care about everything is going to happen, right? So Ethan goes upstairs and finds Matty. Matty is sitting on top of a suitcase, crying because Sina told him that she's going to leave. So Ethan is full of pain and sad because everything that happened, and go to fight with Sina about why he's leaving. And after a long fight, he decided that he himself is going to take it to the station. So he grabbed her luggage and hop on and so they go around, and Ethan doesn't want to leave her yet. So he take it to Shadow Pond to expand, the time that they got together. They go up and they sit on a fallen log, to a fallen log beside icy water, and they start talking, right? They don't really talk about anything in particular. They just like talking, until Matty suddenly tells Ethan that he found a letter that Ethan wrote to Sina the night before, and in that moment, like everything started changing, right? They started talking from inside, from the heart, and any barrier that it was left between them, they broke, and they start talking about feelings, about emotions, about they want to stay together, right? And that sounds good. I mean, on paper that sounds good, but by the situation that they are, it's not the best, because they are about to leave, right? Matty is about to leave. So in that moment, Matty confesses her love to Ethan, and Ethan confesses their love to Matty, and it's good, but at the same time it's bad and it's heartbreaking, because they don't want to leave, they want to stay together, and it's a very complicated situation that they are in that moment.
After they confess their feelings, Ethan confessed that he is helpless. He can't do anything for their imminent separation. So Matty starts crying and tears up the letter, and Ethan once tells Matty to write him every day, but she said that it's not enough. It's not enough, and they want to be together. So they take a last road together, and they walk to a dark field. Then Ethan saw a sled in the trees, and he proposed to Matty to take a road down the hill. So they take the road, and it was a wonderful moment between them. When they return to the same place, they realize that it's the 5 o'clock, so they don't have time together anymore. And Matty proposed to plan, that is, going again to the sled and hit the tree, because she wants them to die together, because it's better to live in apart. So Ethan first thing is that it's better to return to his house and his wife that he hates. so he accepts the plan, and they go again to the sled and return to the hills. But when they are going to more closer and closer to the trees, Ethan see the face of his wife, and that distracted him for a moment, and that was when he basically was confused and hit the tree, but nothing happens because just they don't die, just get injured, and Ethan wake up like confused because he don't know what happened, and he hear like our crying, and he thinks it's some animal, but when he turned his head, he saw Matty, and she said like she thinks they will success, but no, they don't success.
Well, in the last chapter, after years after the accident, the narrator finally goes into the Frome's family's kitchen, and he sees two women sitting together. One is Sina, who is salting and looks cold and unfriendly. And the other woman is Matty Silver. Matty is now small, thin, bloodless face, and she has a back injury, and that makes it difficult for her work, and the kitchen is all dirty and cold because the fire gas went out, and the narrator understands that the completely voice he heard before is Matty. Well, the narrator is very surprised by what he sees because everything changed, and Matty is no longer the girl happy and lovely young woman Ethan loved. She has become sad and bitter, as like a sinner. And the atmosphere in the house is sad and quiet. It's very suffocating. And instead of being rivals, Matty and Sina now live together and share the same suffering, the same sickness, and while Ethan now has take care of both of them every day.
The next day, Ruth talks to the narrator. Talks to the narrator and explains the sad story, history. Before the accident, Matty was a very sweet girl, but the accident changed everything. Because Matty had no money and no place to go. Ruth explains that Sina has been caring for them for more than 20 years. Ruth also shares sad thoughts and explains that the long years of pain and living together 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 have and together completely destroy Ethan. Finally, Ruth says there is no difference between Frome at the farm except the graveyards are silent.